Matapolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for the Rowe. And Brad, a big night of action this week here on the Reality of Wrestling. The Latin heartthrob Gino returns to the Rowe for the first time since losing his Reality of Wrestling championship at Summer of Champions. And what frame of mind will the Latin heartthrob be in? We're going to find out later tonight.
But first, Matapolsky, the new television champion Van Harrison will defend that championship for the very first time.
It's coming up right now.
Following contest, number 4 ball, and for the television championship. Introducing first from Green Texas, weighing in at 200 pounds, Bryan.
Well, here comes the cruiserweight cowboy with an opportunity of a lifetime. He is going to get a shot at the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship, a title he once held.
Here comes the Lone Ranger on the road. But he's got a tall task in front of him, Matapolsky.
Is finally ready to eat again after he completely consumed J.J. Blake at Summer of Champions 5. It was one of the most dominant performances in a championship matchup from a challenger I could ever remember witnessing. The imposing, brand new Reality of Wrestling television champion. All hail Van.
Definitely won that title in a dominating fashion. I think that we cannot joke around about that at all. One of the most impressive championship victories in Reality of Wrestling history. Because he is unbeaten. He is unstoppable. He is Van Harrison. I don't think that we've ever seen an athlete like him. This man almost single-handedly went through the entire Rowe roster back at the Last Stand, in the Last Stand match. It wasn't until he met somebody of physical size and stature in Marcellus Black.
I'm just speechless right now for a number of reasons, but I've got to say the first is just how physically imposing Van Harrison is. I mean, Bryan Keith is a former Reality of Wrestling television champion. He's one of the top stars in the history of this company. And you look at just how physically imposing Van Harrison is over this challenger right now. And I know Bryan Keith has been waiting for some time to get this opportunity at the television championship, but he is really going to have to chop down to size here tonight. Van Harrison with those fastest kicks in the South. I just don't know if he's up for the challenge, if anybody is for that matter.
Are these chops even registering to Van Harrison? It seems like the only things that are of effect to him are those kicks to the upper thigh. Oh! Van Harrison stands in at nearly 7 feet. He weighs over 300 pounds. He is one of the most dominant competitors we've ever seen in Reality of Wrestling.
This is just the beginning. I mean, Van Harrison is a very young athlete. He has yet to even come close to reaching the peak of his powers, if you will.
You can feel that one at home. Up to a count of 7 here. Van Harrison getting back in the ring, but look at that, just steps up on the apron and steps over the top rope. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not here inside the World Gym Arena, you cannot appreciate the size of this competitor. Looking for that running power slam, the way he won the television championship. Bryan Keith, though, wait a minute. Bryan Keith is he gonna go for a rodeo DDT?
at second, where he can get in some offense, and he gets the big man off his feet. A rare accomplishment right there, and now keeps him down. Bryan Keith almost can't believe it.
I don't think that he was ready for that. I think that he saw it in his mind, but he didn't think it could happen in person, and now here come the fastest kicks in the South, straight to the chest of the champion. Bryan Keith, oh wait, hold on. Oh!
Shot to the temple right there. Go for the pin, Bryan. This is for the television championship. Go for the pin.
No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like he wants to fire up for a rodeo. And he's trying to lasso out the champion. Matt Topolsky, I am in shock. I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
Well, Bryan Keith himself was surprised. He's going for the rodeo here. Going for the rodeo to end it. Oh, no. Caught in that power slam possession. Oh, my goodness. With authority. 2, 3.
Your winner and still the television champion, Van Harrison.
Well, Bryan Keith gave it his best shot. There's no question about it. Even got the big man off his feet at one moment. But as we go back and take a look at this replay, courtesy of Hilton Furniture, let him have it. Bryan Keith went for that rodeo DDT, and it's the strength of Van Harrison turning it into that running power slam. And you can count to 1,000,000 after that. All hail Van, the real champion of all television.
Hey, Clay Roberts.
What's up?
Hey, I just had a quick question, man. Congratulations on your big victory last week over JJ Blake.
Thank you.
Now that you've had a week to process it, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I've been telling everyone the past year has been trying to get better just so I could conquer Legion. Realistically, it was just to get better in general. I know how good I can be at this. It's just a matter of time before wins like the one I had against JJ Blake are commonplace for me. So, yeah, I'm excited about it, but I'm eager for the future.
Well, since you brought up Legion, we're actually going to see them here pretty soon. It's the first time since Summer Champions. You got any comments on that?
Yeah, I guess. Honestly, my quarrel was never with Legion as a whole, January, February, March. I was worried about Sean Hendricks. He was the one that I had issues with, and, you know, now he's out of the way. I've cut the head off that snake. I just feel sorry for whoever's in the way of them now because there's no one in control at this point.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
What's up, tío?
Max,
Mucho tiempo.
Max, so good to see you, mijo.
Igualmente.
Mira, you're my sister's kid, so I'm gonna take care of you. But you are automatic familia. But tonight I have a test for you. It's a big test, because you're taking on Gino. Now listen, you are better than Gino. You are going to mop the floor with Gino. And after it's said and done, hey, the sky's the limit.
¿Sabes qué, tío? I'm gonna make you proud.
I know you are.
An accident in the 21st century presents an entirely new set of challenges. From self-driving cars to failures in new safety technology, if you've been injured in a car accident, you need a 21st century lawyer. After all, you have to make your case here before you can win it here. Injured? Choose the smart lawyer. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now and download the Walker Texas Lawyer app.
Introducing first, from Knoxville, Tennessee, weighing in at 205 pounds, Axton Lowe!
Axton Lowe from Tennessee, spending a lot of the time in the gym recently. Axton Lowe working on his craft inside the squared circle and working on his physique. Seeing it paying off for him now. Now, Matt, we do know that he's supposed to be going against the new leader of Legion.
Well, this is rather unexpected. I mean, we saw Sean Hendricks get put in a body bag at Summer of Champions.
There's January, February, March. Which one of these guys? Which one of these guys will ascend to the top, Matt? We have to assume.
Really is a question of that absence of leadership in this demonic collective. Is it even still a collective without Sean Hendricks pulling the strings?
What's going on here? Wait a minute. We're looking to the stage. That's Polsky.
Well, that's Ghost. That's Ghost, Brad Gilmore. We saw him with Legion some months ago. But has he assumed control? Or has he been in control all along?
I have no... where has he been? I mean, he may have been the puppet master all along. Has he been calling the shots like you said? Has he been the conscience of Legion?
Well, it was always assumed that if you cut the head off the snake, in this case, if you alleviated Legion of Sean Hendricks, that the spell would end, unless the one casting it was Ghost.
Matt Topolsky, I am speechless right now.
Well, this is rather unexpected. You're speechless. How the hell do you think Axton Lowe feels?
Axton Lowe was unsure of what to do. Ghost has not moved a muscle. And now, the two of them getting into it. We know very little, really next to nothing about Ghost. Like you said, we saw him several months ago, but he's been, I guess, in the shadows ever since, and maybe even before that.
Well, we can't exactly hop on Ancestry.com and get an update on what he's been up to, or where he comes from, for that matter. I mean, it's more mind games, smoke and mirrors from Legion, supernatural, if you will. But this is an unexpected surprise, that's for sure. Axton Lowe going to that arm drag. And look at that, an arm drag refer. Ooh.
Both men thinking the same thing. Ghost tripping up Axton Lowe, going for some kicks. Some great athleticism.
We are definitely seeing something different here. Axton Lowe just looks perplexed, and I don't blame him. I mean, Axton Lowe is a premier athlete here in Reality of Wrestling, and Ghost is matching him every step of the way.
And Ghost now, what is he doing? Oh, and right onto that apron. That does not feel good. And Axton Lowe, though, surveying the scene. The numbers game always at play with the demonic collective. You see February hopping up on that. Oh!
Axton Lowe went for that springboard, and Ghost leapt for that top rope. They are Legion. They are many, and just when you think it's over, how many times over the years have we seen it? Time and time again, just when you think we've saw the last of Legion, they grow, they mutate into something different and more dangerous and sinister than what we've seen before.
Every single time, Matt Topolsky. And you used the phrase earlier, we've heard it before, even in that match that we saw with Sean Hendricks and Clay Roberts. Sean Hendricks yelling at Clay, you want to cut the head off a snake, you know what happens. There's January.
Ghost from behind. Certainly new territory for Axton Lowe, who is accustomed to a fair athletic exhibition inside that ring. this is very uncanny.
And Matt Topolsky, I mean, you'd have to game plan for somebody like Ghost for weeks, perhaps, before you faced him, not seconds before.
Axton Lowe, every time he attempts something new, there is another month, and then Julian Calendar ready to get involved. Suplex here from Ghost. Cover, hooks the leg.
And how distracting must it be for Axton Lowe? Legion constantly circling around like a gaggle of sharks just waiting to pounce on their prey.
I mean, I thought that was the last we were going to see of March. I mean, this man was electrocuted, for God's sakes. I mean, we don't know
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, man.
What the hell has happened to Sean Hendricks? That is a good point, especially when it comes to Legion. And now Ghost.
And here's March.
Well, I'm sorry, but this official has to get control out here a little bit. I would ban Legion from ringside, if you want my personal opinion. Axton Lowe has absolutely no opportunity whatsoever to mount any sort of offense and build any momentum in this matchup.
And now Ghost seems to be toying with Axton Lowe. Axton Lowe now getting fired up, Matt.
Axton Lowe doing everything he can.
Oh!
That kick connects right in the back of the head. Head scissors into a Russian leg sweep. Nicely executed there from Axton Lowe. And as he rolls over, his eyes are fixated on January, February, and March.
Well, I wonder, though, what would happen if the new leader of Legion, or who we assume to be the new leader of Legion, Ghost, what would happen if he loses in front?
Oh, missile drop kick from Axton Lowe out of desperation, but he connects. Center of the ring, he could do it here. Kick out at 2 and a sigh of relief from the first quarter of hell. Oh, double stomp to the chest. Ghost, 2, 3, oh no! My goodness, I thought that was 3.
At the very last opportunity, Axton Lowe getting his shoulder up.
Don't look directly into their eyes. Irish whip. Axton Lowe. Up top, springboard over the top with a blockbuster.
And Legion look to be very uncomfortable right now.
And Axton Lowe can hook the leg here. It could be over. 1, 2. Oh no, Ghost. And Axton Lowe looking to finish it here.
Looking for that reality check.
Oh. That's gotta be all. That's gotta be all. Axton Lowe.
Well, now, January, February, and March, all getting on top of the apron, distracting the referee, and I'm agreeing with you, Matt Topolsky. Isaac Brilliant has to get a better handle.
Wait a second, over the top!
Oh!
Axton Lowe leaping over the top of the referee!
Taking out all 3 Legion members.
You've gotta be kidding me!
And now all he's gotta do is go in there, and it's one-on-one from here.
Ghost springing off of Axton Lowe, and then leaping into him with that kick cover. 2, 3.
the first of millions, thousands of people that are going to be a part of the Make Abel Great Again campaign. What's your name?
Awesome.
It doesn't matter. Okay, look. All you have to know is that 2018 was a little rough. It has up and downs, but 2019 is going to be the year to make Abel great again. And I need your support. I need you to go out and spread the word. Hold on, wait a minute. It's Booker. Hey, Booker, 5 times. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Okay. Yeah, okay. What I was calling you about, Booker, is that I think in 2019, it's coming up. It's time to make Abel great again. And what better way to make Abel great than making me the champ? Next week, I propose that I should get a championship shot against Rex Andrews. And Booker, I'm telling you, what? Really? You're gonna give me the shot? I guarantee you, Book, you will not regret it. This will be the greatest. Hello, Book. Yeah, all right, Book. Yeah, thank you. Hey. You're making the best choice you can. I will be the greatest champion ever. What are you standing here for? Go out and spread the word. The face is back. It's back.
Cam, what's going on, brother? How the ribs feeling?
I mean, obviously not great, but you talk? So you talk now? What's up with the silent thing?
Yeah, man, they finally fixed the coffee in the locker room. It's not a big deal. Texas pecan, it's delicious. But the issue here is that those ribs, I know you're not 100%.
Okay, and so?
And next week you got the match with Skywalker.
Okay.
You can't go.
I can't go.
You know, man, the ribs, I know that they're like 40%. So I got a great idea, though.
What?
I got a grand idea.
And what is it?
And I'm going to go talk to Mr. Booker about it right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Nancy Perez, and I'm here backstage with Connor Holloman. Connor, you have a rematch with Brendan Steen. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts, Nancy, are I've been here at Reality of Wrestling for over a year, and I've never asked Booker T for anything. But I felt so strongly about this that I went to Booker T personally and asked for a rematch with Brendan Steen. I will be nobody's stepping stone at Reality of Wrestling. I'm not some flash-in-the-pan Rookie of the Year. I'm here to make a statement, and next week that statement is going to start with Brendan Steen.
For over 13 years, the King of Solar Screens has been an industry leader, and we proudly use 100% American-made products. Home of the $55 any size, any color solar screen.
Well, what about arches?
$55.
What about circles?
$55.
What about rectangles?
$55.
Any size, any color, installed free. The King of Solar Screens, on time, every time.
Now can you dig that, sucker?
Tonight's episode of The Row is brought to you by Walker Texas Lawyer at WalkerTexasLawyer.com. Hilton Furniture, let them have it. Quality Blinds, go to QualityBlindsLLC.com for free shipping anywhere in the USA. And the King of Solar Screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen.
Welcome back to the Reality of Wrestling. I'm Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for The Row. And we want to remind everybody at home that next week, the brand new Reality of Wrestling champion, Rex Andrews, will be in the house. He'll be right here at the World Gym Arena defending his title for the first time.
Yeah, but the man that he defeated as Summer Champions, Gino, is in action. Let's get to the ring right now. Let's see the Latin heartthrob, Gino.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. First from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing in at 215 pounds, Humberto.
Well, here comes Max Humberto, who made his presence felt at Lucha Extrema.
Seemingly aligning himself with La Familia.
He's certainly an opportunist. There's no question about that. Marches to the beat of his own drum, and we've seen him in action here in the Reality of Wrestling in the past. A very impressive young athlete with a great Mexican wrestling pedigree. It's Max Humberto.
Well, you want to talk about an opportunist? He's got quite the opportunity tonight, man.
And his opponent from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 210 pounds, the last heartthrob, Gino.
For the longest time, Gino has been announced as El Campeon, as the Reality of Wrestling champion, but now he is a former Reality of Wrestling champion after that epic encounter, the unforgettable and historic showdown between he and Rex Andrews at Summer of Champions. And the real question on my mind, and I think a lot of minds in the Row Nation, Brad Gilmore, is tonight, what mindset will Gino be in, knowing that he is no longer Reality of Wrestling champion?
Well, I would like to give you a straight answer, but I really think that it could be one of two ways. Either he comes back in a main event situation against Max Humberto and tries to reestablish himself as still at the top of the heap here in Reality of Wrestling, or he might very well come in here with a little less confidence than he normally does. Losing a championship in the biggest match in Reality of Wrestling history, that could do something to a man's confidence.
Absolutely, especially when you have to tap out in the center of the ring, which is exactly what happened. But take nothing away from Gino, one of the biggest stars in Reality of Wrestling history, quickly moving up the ranks, being considered one of the biggest young stars in professional wrestling history today, recently making it on the top 500 list of all PWI. Gino certainly making a name for himself around the world. And you know Max Humberto would like to do the same thing.
Max Humberto has one thing going in his favor, Max Polsky, in this match. That is irrational confidence. You can tell that this man not only is confident in his ability, but he loves himself.
Well, I mean, in many cases, that does work. I mean, there's a first time for everything. There was a time when Gino had that same irrational confidence, if you will. And it led him to becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in pro wrestling history, not once, but twice.
And eventually winning the championship for the third time. Max Humberto, we've seen very little of, but what we've seen from him has been impressive. You have to look at this guy. He is has a very, very good physique.
Oh, and Gino spills dangerously to the outside right there. Face first on the floor. Max Humberto has a lot of power. Deceptive for his size, and take nothing away from him. He's a great athlete, but just powering Gino off that top rope and onto the floor. And those clubbing blows to the back, now stomping on the middle of the back. I mean, look at this. Max Humberto imposing his will on the former three-time road champion here.
Well, this is actually the opposite of what I expected to happen. I thought that Gino would come out here and try to reassert himself, but I said maybe he has lost a little bit of confidence. Maybe he's lost a step. Maybe he has not gotten over such a crushing defeat at Summer of Champions.
Ooh! Knife edge chop coming back from the former champion once again.
Oh, wow. Gino falling right out of the ring. Once again, Matt, this is very uncharacteristic of Gino. Normally he has the upper hand, especially against somebody, with the amount of experience that Max Humberto has, which isn't a lot. Oh, well, there we go. It's a vintage Gino.
Gino, look at that rolling senton over the top. Oh, misses the mark. Excellent ring awareness there once again from Max. Now look at that rear chin lock there. Putting that knee in the small of the back. Actually rising up to the middle of the spine right there and wrenching back on the vertebrae. Gotta wonder if thoughts of tapping out are once again creeping into the mind of Gino.
He might replay replay that very moment over and over again in his head. This is the first opportunity he's had to get back in that squared circle here on road television since the Summer of Champions.
Max Humberto has been one step ahead of Gino this entire match, Brad. It is shocking.
You know,
and look at that! Very powerful suplex from a seated position. Hooks the leg. Max Humberto looking for the biggest win of his career. Kick out at 2.
You can look at it like he's been a step ahead, or you can look at it the other way, that Gino's just been a step behind. And I know that might sound like the same exact thing, but Gino, to me, man, looks like he may have lost a step here. He may have lost a step. Sometimes it might take him a little bit to get to the El Campeon that we knew, the Latin heartthrob that we knew, the Divino Gino that we knew.
Max again, center of the ring, looking for another suplex. Almost a brainbuster here. Inside cradle reversal from Gino. Kick out at 2.5. Trying to dig down and tap in to that machismo, tap into that will, that intestinal fortitude that got him to the mountaintop here at Reality of Wrestling, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Sweeps the leg there. And the former champion looking for a reversal of fortunes now. Rolling senton over the top. This time he connects. Hooks that leg, lateral press, but Max slips out the back door. The match continues. This is your main event on Reality of Wrestling, and we got to remind everyone that next week in the main event, the man who beat Gino for that title, Rex Andrews, in his first title defense. Back to the back of the head here. Gino, once again, on top of Max. Will it be enough? Kick out at 2.5.
And you know, Gino definitely wants to get back in that championship picture, man. He wants to probably get another shot at Rex. Prove that it was a fluke. But I'll tell you what, and to be honest with you, this is no disrespect to anybody inside the ring, but if Gino's having trouble with Max Humberto, I don't know if he'd be ready for Rex Andrews.
Oh, an impressive maneuver there from Max Humberto. Cover here, 1, 2. Oh my goodness. This is really, really eerie.
Well, Matt Topolsky, this is Max Humberto's very first opportunity in the main event, and he is stepping up to the occasion.
There's no question about it whatsoever. I mean, no disrespect to Max Humberto. With my surprise, my shock and awe, if you will. I mean, these are how stars are born, and it could happen here right now, but he is pushing the former 3-time champ to the limit, and I don't think anybody expected it, including Gino.
Gino, though, getting him up. What's he looking for?
Face first right there. Snake eyes from Gino. Drives that knee to the temple. Gino looking for that Scarlet Letter. He hit it! Scarlet Letter from Gino. Center of the ring. 1, 2. Gino is back on top.
Here is your winner, Gino.
Max Humberto dragged him out into deep water for quite some time in that match. But El Campeon, or the man formerly known as El Campeon, able to pull out a W.
A tip of the cap